I'm wrestling with bears.
You're wrestling with bears. How's that bear for
every
you?
morning at 6 a.m.
You look pretty good for wrestling with bears.
Do you know, I'm nice and slick, he can't land on me. He's trying to claw me all the time, and you know, he gets a few little shots in, but I'm just touching him, slipping, sliding, you know how it goes.
Now that Billy Joe's given up his belt, it's important for you to win, so the travelling community's got another champion.
Not really, I'm a lineal heavyweight champion of the world, and goes back to the days of John L. Sullivan. So I'm very proud of that, you know, very proud. And I'm sure Billy Joe's going to win another world title back, no problem.
Is this your first camp in such an altitude like that?
Yes, it is my first camp. It's been very hard, to be honest, very hard. The air is thin up there and it's very hard to breathe. I came over here, I was already very fit. I could spar 12 rounds and fight on the pads and work 15 rounds, no problem. I come here and I'm tired after 3 or 4 rounds.
What's some of the specifics you're working on as it relates to Deontay Wilder to combat his foot speed, and what do you think Deontay Wilder needs to work on to combat your agility, your elusiveness? Pros and cons on both ends.
It's a pretty easy fight to analyse, really. Deontay Wilder needs to land that big right hand and detonate me, knock me out, and I need to not let him do that, basically. So I've got to do whatever I can not to let him hit me with that big right hand, clean time and time again, and he's got to worry about getting out of the way of all my punches too.
What's the goal in the weight for you?
I'm on weight. I'm not really focusing on weight. For the first time in my whole career, I came into camp on weight. I came in at about 263, so I'm probably going to weigh on the night 260. So I'm going to be heavy. I'm a big giant man. I've got a big beard and a bald head, and I want to put it all on him in the night.
Talk about the cultural differences as it relates to doing camp in Big Bear versus.
Is this the soldier? No, I got rid of him. Sorry. Is that it? No, it's not him.
Doing camp in LA versus doing camp in the UK. Can you speak about any major differences that you had to overcome?
There's not much major difference, only the time difference. It's 8 hours behind in California to the UK, so the main reason I came to Big Bear is it's on the same time zone, and the time zone is very important. A lot of UK fighters come to the US and only leave a week or so, and the same with the US fighters going to the UK. The time is a massive, massive advantage. If I can get the right time zone here, I'll feel great on the night.
Do you feel you're on time zone? You're on time now?
Yeah, I've been here 3 weeks now, and I feel I'm waking up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. When I first got here, I was waking up at like 4 a.m, 4:30. I was like wandering around all morning, like waiting to do stuff, and it's like, we want to go to Starbucks at 6 in the morning, what time's it open? So I'm very happy that I came over 8 weeks before.
Yeah, good.
Give myself the best opportunity.
Yeah, it makes sense. Outside of your training, what kind of things have you been doing with your free time?
I don't have any free time. While I'm not training, I'm thinking about training. When I'm not thinking about training, I'm sleeping. And when I'm not sleeping, I'm eating. And when I'm not eating, I'm resting, watching TV. That is it. I don't leave Big Bear. I went down the mountain to Ontario last week just to check everything was going right, because I was feeling very tired in the gym, and I'm thinking, is this really for me? Do I need this sort of stuff? I was speaking to Alex Lewis on the phone last week as well, and he said, I was there for a week, he said, and I got out of there. He said, I hate the place, it was too hard. But I went down to Ontario to sea level, and I worked very hard and very fast, and I was very fit.
Is the isolation something that you've really had before in your career, and how do you feel about being isolated kind of from the rest of the world while you're training for this massive fight?
I've been isolated many times in training camps. Many times, so it's something I'm used to. I based myself in Holland in the middle of a forest, 10 mile from any first shop or town or anything before. That was for the Klitschko fight and that, so I'm used to being away. And in hostile environments.
Is this harsh that you've been away from your family in terms of training? No,
I've been away from my family for 6 months before for a fight.
Tyson, you have a great story. Even before you were born, you were a warrior. Nobody is giving you a chance when you were premature. Actually, your father called you Tyson. Could you explain this story for the Mexican people?
Yes, I can. Great story.
Yeah.
I was born 8 weeks premature, and I died 3 times when I was a baby, and I weighed in at 1 pound in weight. I was born in 1988. My dad was a massive boxing fan, and he was also a professional boxer, so he called me after his greatest ever fight. He called me Tyson. It was my dad's favourite fighter, was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was in his heyday in 1988. Very fitting that I should go on and be the heavyweight champion of the world. Odds against that would be very stacked high, 9 in your favour. It's a very interesting story, but very achievable.
Have you met Mike
Finally,
Tyson
sir,
before?
something for the Mexican people. You have a lot of followers with the Mexican people. Please, something for
Thank you for the support, all the Mexican people, and I hope you tune in and watch the fight on December the 1st.
Well, you got some black fans too.
Thank you.
I had to say it. I had to say it.
Listen, I don't care where people are from,
I
who
know,
they
I'm
are,
fucking
what
with you,
they
John.
are.
I'm fucking with you.
I respect all the fans, all boxing fans. I respect. You have to as a man.
Tyson,
Without the fans, what are we? Nothing.
What's different about Tyson today compared to Tyson that beat Klitschko?
The Tyson that beat Klitschko is dead and gone. He don't exist anymore. That was years ago. I don't live on the past. I only live for today and tomorrow. Whatever happened yesterday is history. I live for today.
Tyson, when you beat Klitschko, you said that getting to the top of the mountain, there was kind of nothing. At that point in time, you felt like there was nothing left for you.
Yeah, that's why I retired.
Are you at all concerned that beating Deontay Wilder, that you might have that same feeling again, or do you feel like a different person?
That's a good question, but a question that I'm not really. I don't look past Deontay Wilder. You know, I'm only interested in Deontay Wilder. How I feel about Deontay Wilder fight is I just want to win that fight, and I might retire afterwards. I don't know, because I only race to the occasions on the night. Well, I said it before. When the great Klitschko had 25 title defences, this so-called super champion. He was talking to me and he said, "You want what I have." I said, "What do you have?" "A load of belts." "And what?" I said, "I don't want that. I want to punch your face in." That's all I wanted, and I want to do the same to Deontay Wilder. I don't want what he has. I only want to beat him in a fight, and then he can go on about his business and I can do mine. That's it. It ain't personal. I just want to beat the best when they are the best. Because if this is going to be my era, then I've got to beat all comers.
How's testing coming? Because that was a big debate.
Yeah, I've got USADA and VADA. So we've got two different groups here, which I insisted we had two different groups, just to make it proper fair. So you never know what's going to go on with these people. We all know about it. So
you guys had you had a rowdy press tour. Was there anything that you saw in him that you didn't like, or something that you saw that you respected? What was your feeling with him coming away?
Deontay Wilder's a fighter. He's a red-blooded fighter like me. We're very similar as men. We fight for what we want. So when two great fighters get together and battle out, you've got to give respect to them people. I admire and respect Deontay Wilder. I'm not going to stay here and say the guy's won this, that, and the other. He's a WBC champion, 40 and 0. So I thank him for giving me the opportunity, and he has to thank me for giving him the opportunity to win the lineal status of the division. But someone's always got to go.
Deontay Wilder.
The only winner here are the fans, because we both stand to lose something. We both stand to lose our unbeaten records, pride and respect. Who it's going to be, we'll find out on the night.
Just one more minute, guys, then we'll do a nice workout.
Tyson, is there a rematch clause?
Can't talk about contracts, or else I get my ass sued.
Deontay Wilder used coward to use one word to describe Anthony Joshua. What's one word would you use to describe Anthony Joshua?
Pussy.
What? Tyson, what's
Meaning good or bad?
Meaning,
I know your personality. I'm fucking.
Tyson, what's the after party going to be like?
It's going to be epic.
Who were you
Everyone's
asking about?
invited.
Who was he asking about? How long are we keeping that beard going?
We're keeping this beard going for around about since June. So we've got a competition going with my buddy over there, and whoever loses pays $1,000 to charity of our choice.
Very well.
Marcos,
Hey,
go ahead, please.
Tyson, you're up in Big Bear, you're excluded. How's the whole Big Bear experience been like for you this time around? It's your second fight in the US.
Yeah, it's been amazing, you know. A friend of mine always said, "Let's go to Big Bear, let's go to Big Bear." Even if I was fighting in England or wherever, he always was adamant we had to go to Big Bear. And this was an opportunity to go to Big Bear because we're flying in Los Angeles. It's been good, you know. The people have been very welcoming. The whole town is very supportive and positive about me being there. I use the local gyms and talking to local people. It's great atmosphere up there. It's almost like we're on a different planet altogether up on that mountain.
Why?
It's great. I just feel like I could be anywhere in the world there. I could be on Game of Thrones or anything, couldn't I? Who knows?
You absolutely could. You absolutely could.
How's it been interacting with people here in California, people from a different country? Has it been a culture shock at all for you? How's that been like?
It's not a culture shock, no, because I've travelled the world many times. But it's great experience being here. You know, the American people love someone who's talk and confident, who can talk a bit and give them a story or talk to them properly. And I appreciate being here. You know, it is the country of dreams, and hopefully my dream will come true on the 1st.
Is the winner ace high against Anthony Joshua?
The winner is the man. There's no doubt about that. Him, that other guy from England and his promoter, I don't even want to give them any credibility in my interviews. They had their opportunity for $80 million. What type of a fighting man turns down $80 million if you don't want to fight? There we go, say no more. The 2 best heavyweights who's got balls like King Kong are going to fight on December the 1st. May the best man win.
Okay guys, we're going to have Tyson get changed and have a workout, so just give him a few minutes of break.
Thanks.